Hello everybody, you are listening to Throwback Country Music. I'm your host, Britt Jones, and today my guest is Ty Herndon. We'll get to him in just a little bit. First off, let's talk about what's going on in the world of country music. I'm pretty excited about this first topic. George Strait announces a rare concert date for 2019 with Chris Stapleton and more. Now, this is taken from NashCountryDaily.com. Let me read you a little bit of it. Since George Strait trotted off into the sunset on his Cowboy Rides Away tour in 2014, his appearances on stage have been few and far between outside of his 18 Straight to Vegas concerts. Alright, so George Strait announced he will take the stage on March 30th at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. The King of Country will be joined by Chris Stapleton, Chris Jansen, and Ashley McBride. Man, this is going to be so much fun. I am going to this show, and it's just so cool that George Strait is coming to the Benz, and that's a huge stadium. I saw Garth Brooks there. It's a beautiful, beautiful stadium. That's where the Atlanta Falcons play as well. But yeah, so be sure you check out that concert if you're from wherever you are in the United States or out of the country listening to this. Buy you a plane ticket and come on to the ATL, known as Atlanta. Other news this week. Montgomery Gentry's brand new album is called 20 Years of Hits. It features Darius Rucker, Brad Paisley, Granger Smith, and of course we lost Troy Gentry, and continuing the band name Montgomery Gentry is Eddie Montgomery, and he continues to tour with the original Montgomery Gentry band. And so there's a brand new album coming out, which is going to be awesome. The new 12-song album comes out on November 16th, features guest artists, like I said, Darius Rucker, Brad Paisley, Granger Smith, also Logan Mize, Colt Ford, Rodney Atkins, and Jimmy Allen. And it's going to be such a good record to hear other artists sing some of those hits. Some of the tracks on that record, there's 12 of them. You got Back When I Knew It All, that's Brad Paisley singing that one. Hillbilly Shoes, Granger Smith. You got Jimmy Allen covering Hell Yeah. And Colt Ford, what do you think about that? I like Colt Ford, and so that song, I'm looking forward to hearing it. My Town, Lucky Man is Darius Rucker, Where I Come From. Then you got Something to Be Proud Of with Logan Mize, Some People Change, Better Me, One in Every Crowd with Rodney Atkins, and then the song Gone. But it's going to be a good record. I'm looking forward to hearing that. Also, on the news front this week, Mr. Garth Brooks. He announced 2 of his stadium tour stops for 2019, which is St. Louis, Missouri, and Glendale, Arizona. He announced in October that he's going on another 3-year stadium tour, which is going to be awesome. And he just sold out the Notre Dame show with more than 84,000 fans. He was at Notre Dame, and that concert was recorded for television. It will be on CBS December 2nd at 8 p.m. I'm looking forward to that as well. He's also this coming November 20th, he will release his 5-CD anthology Part 3 live. So if you are a Garth Brooks fan, he's got 5 CDs coming out November 20th. Now, let's get to the countdown this week. We'll start at number 20. Coming in at number 20, you got Dustin Lynch with the song Good Girl. Chris Stapleton with Millionaire. Number 18, Thomas Rhett with the song 16. Number 17 this week is Sugarland with Taylor Swift and the song Babe. At number 16 this week is Burning Man. That's Dierks Bentley with Brothers Osborne. Eric Church comes in at number 15 with Desperate Man. Kip Moore at number 14 with Last Shot. Blake Shelton is at number 13 with Turning Me On. And my hero, Mr. Garth Brooks, is at number 12 with All Day Long. Be sure you check out that song. It's so good. Dan and Shay comes in at number 11 with Speechless. Cole Swindell at number 10 with Break Up in the End. Number 9 is Mitchell Tenpenny with Drunk Me. Number 8, Old Dominion, Hotel Key. Chris Jansen comes in at number 7 with Drunk Girl. Kane Brown at number 6 with Lose It. Number 5 this week is Maren Morris with Rich. That's such a good song. Number 4, Russell Dickerson with Blue Tacoma. Number 3 is Jimmy Allen with Best Shot. Chris Young comes in at number 2 at Hanging On. And number 1 this week goes to Luke Combs with the song She Got the Best of Me. I still love that song. Every time it comes on the radio, I have to turn it up and sing to the top of my lungs. Such a good song. I like Luke Combs a lot. He is a breath of fresh air for country music. He really appreciates the old school country, and I love that. Excuse me. Alright, so this week's guest is Ty Herndon. He is a great singer. He is a 90s hit maker, and he debuted back in 95 with the song What Mattered Most, and that is one of his signature songs, and it went straight to number 1. And his next record was Living in a Moment in 96, also went to number 1. He had many hit songs like Living in a Moment, What Mattered Most, like I said, It Must Be Love was another big song. A Man Holding On to a Woman Letting Go, great song there. Love Too Much, I Want My Goodbye Back, Hands of a Working Man. So he had many hits in the 90s, and you are going to really enjoy our conversation. He is a good storyteller, and we had a good time sitting down in Blue Ridge, Georgia, talking about what's going on in the world of Ty Herndon. So, without further ado, I hope you sit back, enjoy, and listen to this great interview, and after the interview, hang around and I'll tell you what's coming up on the show. Thanks, y'all. Enjoy. All right, guys, I'm here with 90s hit maker, country superstar, Mr. Ty Herndon. We're outside in Blue Ridge, Georgia, and if you hear noise, it's because the Smoky Mountain Railway just pulled in. So
I kind of like that noise, though.
I love it too.
Yeah, man. I was walking across the red light today because I've been Hey guys, Ty Herndon here. Been shopping for I'm in a new house, and so I was shopping for I want an antique chair for my. I've got this big fancy desk in my office.
Yeah.
You know, I like to kind of mix modern things and old things.
Yeah.
That's kind of me,
Yeah.
modern and old at the same time. And I was crossing that railroad track, and he blew his horn because he was about to go. This Alabama country boy, I squealed like my grandma in church. Scared the crap out of me, man.
What'd you think about downtown Blue Ridge?
I love it. I cannot believe that I have been in this close to Blue Ridge, and I just celebrated my 20th year.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Just celebrated my 25th year.
25. Jeez.
Years of making records, and that I have not discovered Blue Ridge.
That's
before.
crazy.
So
Yeah.
I know, man. But all my friends have Jamie Daly from Daly and Vincent,
Yeah.
Lori Morgan,
Yeah.
Pam Tillis, Terry Clark,
Yeah.
Shelley Wright. I mean, the list
Yeah.
goes on and on.
Oh yeah.
I was talking with Shelley Wright this morning. She was like, "How have you not played a coffee house in Blue Ridge?" I'm like, "You tell me."
I'm telling you.
I don't know, man. So it's kind
Have
of
you,
fun.
Now, have you ever played Hiawassee, the Anderson Music Hall?
I have.
It's right up the road.
I have played that. But you know, like most country artists, man, I mean, we were in Branson. That's my first time to play Branson. You know, like
Recently?
Branson's, yes,
Wow.
first time. And I got off the tour bus and I was like, my tour manager told me where we were. And he just told me the name of the venue. And I was actually on stage. And because we did 145 dates this year. So
Wow.
I was standing on stage and I said, I'm not sure what city I'm in. I said, this is gorgeous. Some lady in the front goes, "You're in Branson, Missouri." And without a beat, I said, "Oh my God, I just retired and didn't know it."
I mean,
but that's not what Branson is anymore. It's not, man, because all my, like the Gatlins and all these folks that, go and play Branson now, they have their own theaters and stuff. Billy Dean.
Yeah.
And I started laughing so hard, man. We had like 3,000 folks out there, and I got tickled. So it was funny. Yeah, man.
That's crazy. Well, here we go. I'm a huge Crystal Lewis fan, and I just saw that you recorded.
Oh, Holy Night with Crystal.
Now, how did
yes.
that come about?
I like you. I grew up in contemporary Christian music and Southern gospel music. And I had a lot of Crystal Lewis records because she was kind of the cool chick.
Oh, yeah.
Like Amy Grant. She was really cool and contemporary. And I am also, my best friend on the planet is Michael Passons from Avalon, which is crazy. And my other totally best friend is Melissa Green from Avalon. So those both have been my friends for a long time. And Michael, and they toured with Crystal, awesome. In the early 2000s. Yeah. And I went to, she was filming a live CD, and Michael invited me, and I went, and, we started talking, and we hit it off. I don't know what it is about my life today, but, the higher power, God, whatever you want to call it, universe, it's just bringing the most amazing individuals that we share such interesting and close stories with. And Crystal was one of those, and Kristen Chenoweth, I just met her recently, and just a sweetheart, man. And we have, and these are all people that we just want to do music together. Yeah. And it's been there you go, 'cause that's my big old pickup truck. Did y'all hear that? Wobble, 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 wobble. Yeah, so God's just been blessed. It's really blessed me, and for a guy that's been doing this for 25 years, the fact that I'm making all this music and just that I'm playing for. 2 nights ago we were in front of 15,000 people, and tonight we're doing an intimate setting with 100 folks. And a lot of my friends are just doing the same thing.
They are.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
So man, I guess it just comes with you got a lot to say, so say it where you can.
Yeah, I mean, I've been with John several places like this.
Yeah.
And he loves these intimate crowds.
They're my favorite, actually.
Yeah.
You can just tell your stories. It's like bringing the Bluebird Cafe into Blue Ridge.
Exactly.
It's exactly. I just poked my head in. It's the exact same crowd. As if you'd have with the Bluebird. Yeah. So it's got to be fun.
Oh man. I saw this on the site today. What's a not so silent night? You got 4 dates in Birmingham.
Yeah, my best friend Carl Peebles. We worked at Opryland together when we were 19. He does a lot of Broadway shows. He owns the Alabama Central Theater in Alabama, and he's bringing this really cool 4-night Christmas show. We wrote this song, A Not So Silent Night.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we wrote it, and we just decided to. I said I wasn't going to do any Christmas shows this year because last year I worked up into the 23rd, and I felt like I missed Christmas, and so that's the only thing I'm doing. I'm doing 4 nights.
Christmas shop?
I didn't.
The 24th?
That's the problem. I actually ended up having Christmas with my family on the first of the year. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I got a lot of siblings. We all get married. Everybody does everything. And but I said this year I'm not going to do that because I'm a big time Christmas holiday guy.
Me too.
So I just didn't want to. I didn't want to this year. So I told my friend Carl, I said, we'll do these 4 things. Yeah. And that's still pushing it. That's the 16th.
Yeah, 16th.
Yeah.
Sure is.
But Yeah, it's going to be a great show. If you guys are around Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, you should check that out.
Yeah, and you can find all the dates for the rest of the year and some into next year at tyherndon.com.
We got a nice website. We keep you informed.
You really do have a nice website. All right, so Mr. Ty Herndon. Some of you guys, I know that if you're listening, this is Throwback, a country music podcast where we honor 90s and early 2000s stars. And I had Jamie O'Neill on last week.
Yes.
Yeah,
my
her.
sister from another mister.
Yeah, she spoke very highly of you.
Well, thank you. She just talks a lot.
But anyway, what mattered most, living in a moment, love too much, it must be love, hands of working man, steam, heart half empty.
Yeah.
Me and my cousin were listening to that yesterday. Man, you've had some great songs, and you were, blessed with a string of hits.
I was, man.
It's awesome.
I was.
It's awesome.
Absolutely. I just said this earlier. With oh God, who was I talking to? Wobble, wobble, wobble. There's another big truck. People.com. I was just talking to those guys, and I said, the thing is, for guys like Jamie O'Neill and I, Terry Clark and Winona, we get to go out. We can work the rest of our lives on the hits that we sing.
Yeah.
What a lot of people don't realize is that we go out and we're still making a lot of great music.
Yeah.
But we're not playing the radio game anymore because that's an expensive game to play. But you can go, just about any. We release all our stuff on Amazon, Spotify, and iTunes. You're probably going to ask me about this, but I'll go ahead and say it. We just, the fans are really scratching their heads this week because I'm releasing a string of dance mixes.
I heard I Want to Dance with Somebody yesterday. Yeah. How did that come about?
It's so
That's
crazy,
awesome.
man. It's just something I haven't done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
my friend Shelly Wright and Kristen, and we said, you need to do some dance mixes because a lot of the clubs, we'll play those videos and stuff. At the end of the day, it's just something different. I'm spreading my wings.
Why not?
So we're releasing a dance mix a week for the next 5 weeks. And 2 of them are my hits, and the others are just songs I wanted to do.
What did you remix from your hits?
Living in a Moment and That Kind of Night. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Those are coming. So I was reading that, I keep dropping these names because they're my friends. Excuse me if I'll pick them up, y'all. But Taylor Swift said, man, turn off the comments on your page because you just got to be you. But I haven't done that, and so unless somebody's being uber rude or super rude, I just I'm quick to hit the delete button.
Exactly.
But otherwise, if somebody has a question, hey man, like I read a comment today, hey, I really love you as a country artist, but why are you doing this techno club stuff? And I just simply said, because I can.
That's a great answer.
Because I want to.
Yeah.
I'm not turning my back on country music. That's who I am. But I reserve the right to go out and do whatever kind of music. We're doing a jazz classic album next year.
Oh, no, I love that.
Yes, man. So I reserve the right to do whatever the heck I want to do.
Exactly.
Just because you like one thing doesn't mean that there's 100 people that doesn't like something else.
You're right.
So, I have a very diehard group of country fans, and so I just asked them to hit pause, have an open mind.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to listen to this, you don't have to buy it. You don't have to listen to it. I'll give you something soon. Yeah. That's a country thing. Yeah. So, but I'm bringing in new fans with the gift God gave me to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
So,
and you'll gain new fans with that jazz record.
Absolutely. Man.
That's what. I know I'm buddies with, I'm sure you know Tim Rushlow.
I do.
He did the same thing, with his big band adventure.
He did, man.
And he
absolutely.
I'm sure he got some naysayers too. But
I love the naysayers.
Yeah,
I do.
They keep you they fuel the fire. They keep you going.
Actually, as long as they're polite.
Yeah.
If you're, I'm a big advocate for not bullying.
Oh,
if somebody's bullying, I won't even tell you what it says, but I have one email or one text that I send to bulliers, and then I delete them. But it's pretty strong.
Yeah.
It's pretty stout.
Yeah.
Because I don't put up with it.
I can't
there's
stand
no
it
place for it. And
Nope.
it's, and I personally, being a redneck from Alabama, I would never do this. But the people that do that, I want to jump through that computer and break their fingers.
Oh yeah.
So so that they can never type another thing because it kills people.
It does.
And I don't want to see that. I work with an organization out of a lot of LGBTQ organizations around the country and non-LGBTQ organizations because we got a lot of our youth in America who are killing themselves under the age of 14 because of bullying. It simply comes down to that. And so that's unacceptable in this country.
Yeah. It's poison.
It's a poison, and
It
it's
is.
unacceptable.
Yep.
And as adults, we have a responsibility to freaking stop that.
Yeah.
So I don't mean to preach on you
No.
on your podcast,
I love
but
it. I
we have
love
a
it.
responsibility
You're right.
for these kids.
Yeah.
You know, and the number one thing is love. I don't care if you're born with 1 foot purple hair out of your ears. You deserve to be loved, man.
Yeah.
So that's how I roll.
Yeah.
Enough about that. Back to
Yeah.
country. And this apple pie I'm going to eat right here.
Is it Mercier?
Mercier.
Here in Blue Ridge, they make their own apple pies. They have an orchard
Hey, dude,
right down the road.
you wanna
It's
buy it?
huge. I'm on a diet, Ty.
Well, you know what I was, but the summer's over.
Oh man. Well, speaking of, I love Terry Clark's podcast, Country
Yeah.
Gold Backstage.
Yeah.
And you were a guest recently.
I was.
Right? And I love
At my Love and Acceptance event. I
Yeah.
think she was
Yeah,
promoting
she
live.
was- yeah.
from there.
She every week she interviews.
I'm gonna eat and talk to you. Go ahead.
Go right ahead. She always talks about. It's funny because every artist that she interviews, she talks about. In the 90s, you could turn on the radio, and without the DJ telling you who it was, you knew the artist that was singing, and that's so true. And so, like honestly, sometimes I turn on the radio now, and I love country. I do, and I love some of the new artists. I really do.
You have to be careful. I don't. There's a lot of sound alikes.
Oh yeah.
Out there, I can't tell who's who.
Yeah, and
anymore. And we don't have enough females on the radio, so I'm hoping that we see that change.
Now, see, in the 90s, do you not remember the slew of females that came out and just were mega stars?
Yeah.
Susie Boggess, Winona, Tanya, that whole group of ladies, and it is. I want that again.
I do too.
I do, and I told Lori that.
Yeah.
She hates she was very vocal about her opinion on today's country.
Listen, what that boils down to is, guys, all you guys out there, you got to start buying records. You got to start downloading because there's 80% of our females are buying records, and they love their dudes.
Yeah,
they do, and it's hard for a female to like another female when it comes to music, but a lot of the females today are really kind of singing towards other females.
Yeah.
Miranda Lambert is the perfect example of that.
Yeah.
But I think it's the dudes have gotten lazy.
Yeah,
They have. Dudes don't download music, man. So it's truly kind of what's happened.
and that downloads is where it's at right now, right?
Yeah, that and Spotify and Amazon, but when this is the interesting thing. Even if you have Spotify, Amazon, even if you're a guy and you're standing in your kitchen and you've got Alexa, Alexa, play Carrie Underwood.
Yeah.
Alexa, play Jamie O'Neill. That stuff's recorded now, so the Spotify audience becomes bigger the minute you say their name into. Are you going on your computer? So we need. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, the guys need to ask for more music. That's all there is to it from the females. It's not going to change. So.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, each week I play Rapid Fire, and
I hate rapid fire.
it's going to be
You're
funny.
going to do it to me.
Lori told us last week that we're in trouble because you don't know what's going to come out of her mouth. But anyways, the first thought, go for it. It's fun. Here we go. Favorite place you've ever traveled to?
Australia.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That is great.
Yes, we loved it.
Favorite food?
Chicken and dumplings.
Favorite tour you were ever a part of?
Winona.
You're kidding.
No.
Hands down, she's my favorite.
Hands
And
down.
I've always told people that.
I love her and hate her all at the same time.
Golly.
I'm just kidding. Kidding, why?
She, I saw her up in Hiawassee last year.
man.
So, man, she can sing. Versatile too. Favorite venue you've ever played?
That's a tough one for me. Oh my gosh, because I'm such a Red Rocks.
You played Red Rocks?
I played Red Rocks.
Oh man,
I always hate to say that because you almost got to be, just superstardom to play Red Rocks. But in the height of my career, I loved Red Rocks. But today, there's two answers to this. I love any venue that's like the Bluebird. I love any intimate setting.
Yeah.
It's my favorite because I really get to be me.
Yeah.
And I love that. and I love full band shows. We do a lot of them, but it's just Eric Halbig or Anita Cochran and we love. That's my favorites. So
you do shows with Anita?
Oh man, we did all 4 years worth of shows.
Wow.
Together, yeah.
She's
and
great,
God bless her. She's fully cancer recovered. So
I saw
you'll see Herndon and Cochran back together next year.
Man, that's great to hear. Favorite hit song to play live?
Living in a Moment.
Your favorite career highlight?
Oh my God,
that's a hard one.
2 Grammy nominations, man. Both of those are great.
Yeah.
My favorite career moment was winning 2014 Dove Award for Country Bluegrass Song of the Year.
Yes, that's great. In the 90s, name 3 of your favorite female artists.
Martina McBride, Terry Clark, and Dina Carter.
In the 90s.
I better said that. Those are my friends.
Name 3 of your favorite male artists in country music.
I'm going to name guys that are my friends have been really nice to me. Tim McGraw, Mark Wills, and I better name him Kicksburg.
Yeah. Now, he's one you can turn on the radio, and whenever he sang a song, you knew it was
You knew. Yeah.
All right, and here's the names. Reba.
What about her?
Whatever you go first thought. What about her? Vince Gill.
Let's go back to Reba.
Oh, okay.
Today's queen of country music.
Today's queen. Vince.
The most amazing vocalist on the planet.
Garth.
The most incredible entertainer on the planet.
George Jones.
My hero.
Dolly.
My hero. He hit them both.
I keep bringing this up. You'll appreciate this. I said Loretta Lynn to Lori. She goes Queen. I said Dolly, and she paused and she goes Double Queen.
Double Queen.
Alabama.
I'm from Butler, Alabama, so they're right up the road.
Yeah.
And Mark Herndon's my second cousin. So with Alabama, I always think family.
Oh, that's cool. I bet that's something a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, Tanya Tucker.
Best pal on the planet.
Is she awesome?
Yes.
Yeah. What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Well, man, Ty, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I loved it.
Kick it.
Tell our listeners goodbye.
Hey, guys. Go to tyherndon.com. We got all kind of new music coming. And whatever you got... Wait a minute. Whatever you like, we got.
Thanks, man. I hope you enjoyed that interview with Ty Herndon. And next week, I'm looking forward to you hearing this interview. It's with Danny Shirley, lead singer and founding member of 90s supergroup Confederate Railroad. They had so many hit songs such as Trashy Women, Queen of Memphis, Jesus and Mama, Daddy Never Was the Cadillac Kind, When You Leave That Way You Can Never Go Back, Elvis and Andy, She Never Cried. Man, they had so many great songs, and Danny is hilarious. He's such a good-hearted guy, and you will enjoy that as well. Also, be sure you subscribe to the podcast. Give us a great rating, write a short review. This helps the podcast grow tremendously, and it helps me get more great artists from yesterday to come on the show and to share their thoughts and to share stories you've never heard before. But yeah, this podcast is so much fun. Throwback Country Music. It honors the artists and the songs that came out in the 80s, the 90s, early 2000s. And what I always say is the 90s were the golden era of country music, and that's when so many artists really started getting gold records and platinum records and selling out arenas and going on huge tours. It was a really big turning point for country music, and of course they couldn't have done it without the ones paving the way before them. And you hear a lot about that in the interviews that I have with Lori Morgan, Jamie O'Neill, and Ty Herndon, Wade Hayes. You know, they talk about their heroes and who they listened to growing up and the impact and the influences that they had. And so it's really cool to hear these stories. And you will hear a lot of that next week with Danny Shirley. But anyway, I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much. You can also join me every Monday night at 9 o'clock on Facebook Live. I do a podcast recap, just talk, and then I just talk to the people who chime in, and then I play some covers from the 90s. It's fun. And so join me there at Facebook Live. And you can always go to facebook.com/Throwback Country Music. It will be there. Or you can go to facebook.com/Brit Jones Music. And it's also there as well. So it's fun. I hope you can join us sometime on a Monday night and chime in, give me your thoughts. You can also visit the website at www.throwbackcountrymusicpodcast.com. You can listen to the shows on there as well, and you can see some of the artists we've had and some of their pictures, and it's just a really cool spot to go to get all the updated info for the show. Have a great week. I'll see you next week right here at Throwback Country Music with my guest, Confederate Railroad. Have a great week, everybody. God bless you.